MMA. Hey, roll it from the roots to today. From the cage to the ring, we say. Old school, new school.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Old School, New School. This is episode 6. After a wonderful night of fights last night between Josh Emmett and Kevin Vallejos.
Vallejo.
I don't think we're saying it right, but I mean, straight domination.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. Let's go. What are your thoughts, man?
Changing of the guard in a sense, man. I mean, these young cats are coming in with a lot of skills, and it's hard. You know, Josh Emmett has put in a lot of work in the UFC. He's done some great things, but I mean, you could see the difference in class. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, what was the strike? 3 to 43?
Yeah. It just, he didn't have any answers for Kevin. You know, Kevin had great hips, great quickness with his strikes.
Yeah.
It was just a bad night for Josh.
Real tough, man. We've been seeing a lot of these matchups where they match up these young uprising stars coming from the Contender Series, where you're seeing a lot of talent right now, going up against these vets, you know, who are already kind of like at the tail end of their career, who are pretty solid. They're still high up there in rankings, but you know, they're it's almost like they're trying to get this passing of the torch going for the new era of Paramount in a way, you know?
I think they're trying to weed out fighters.
Yeah.
And that's why they're giving him, for me, I didn't understand how he would get a fight night after having 3 straight losses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's pull up his last few fights right here. After back-to-back losses, Lerone Murphy and Yusuf Zalal, somehow he still gets a main event spot against someone like Kevin, which, I mean, makes me just think that they want to give Kevin that spotlight of trying to get him noticed. You know what I mean? Give him like a little superstardom early so people get to know his name and, you know.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Already overlooking Josh in a way.
But then it also comes down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Getting a jump start off of somebody else's name.
Exactly.
But it kind of looks like that. If you're looking at the situations that we're not seeing a lot of matchups that you're seeing 1 against 2 or 3 against 4 or 5 against 6. You're seeing 15 against 4 and non-ranked against ranked top 10 fighters. You're seeing a lot of that. So I don't understand the ranking system and how they're using it. I understand some fighters get hurt and they don't fill the spots.
Yeah.
But I don't know how somebody in this situation after 2 straight losses gets a fight night. I don't to headline it. You know, I don't understand that for Kevin, of course. I mean, this is a young lion coming up and I see Josh possibly on his way down.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the fight. What do you think Josh Emmett could have done different? What was he messing up on? What did you see in that fight?
Well, it goes right back to what I said before about the skill level of fighters. How much does he have in his bag? It's just like basketball in the sense of ball handling, right? When you got great ball handlers, how much is in your bag? Josh has a limited bag. He uses that right hand, and everybody knows that right hand is coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you can't do anything outside of that, then you don't really belong in the spotlight in that sense. That's the way I look at it. And especially nowadays, you know, I know you're the new school and I'm the old school guy, but the new school fighters are just so well equipped to handle the old school fighters that are now on their way down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't think there's much Josh could have done.
I hear you. Yeah. The bright future, I guess you could say, for Kevin right here. I just had his last few fights pulled up. So his very first fight was in the Contender Series was against Jon Silva.
Yeah.
And he lost that one.
Yeah.
He actually called him out in the post interview saying he wants to fight him, get that fight back, you know, and then maybe meet him again as a champion in his dream scenario.
Sometimes that loss is important.
Right. So, but after that 5-fight win streak, looking good, moving up, and I mean, he's probably right outside. No, I think he's entering top 10, right?
Yeah, he's
right
inside.
outside.
Yeah, I think he's inside now especially after this win. You know what I mean? He'll probably drop inside the top 10.
Yeah.
And then he'll get some real quality fights. And he fits perfectly into the division for all the skills that he has.
Yeah.
At the very top there, I think he
at 145.
Yeah, he fits perfectly, you know.
Ooh, it's deep now. I love it.
It is. It's some interesting stuff going on, especially 145. Very stacked division.
Yes.
Very stacked division.
Let's see right here if we can see any type of matchups you would like to
see. In the 145?
145. See here.
Let's give him the rematch.
Hold up. Already? You know what?
Let's give him the rematch.
Yeah.
Let's see who's the big dog.
Yes, okay. So he'd move up to 11. Jon Silva's number 6. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you got Arnold Allen fighting coming. He's got a fight coming up real soon, so there's going to be some movement going on. You got
Yes.
Aljamain fighting soon.
Yeah.
You got Lerone Murphy and your boy.
The top 10 is going to be looking deep.
Yeah,
It is looking deep. Got Costa climbing up the ranks down there as well. Yair, no activity.
no activity. And if you look at the division, right? If you look at the guys like Brian Ortega, Josh Emmett, those are the guys that are fighting to hold on to their spots,
Yes.
and I don't see them doing it.
No.
Especially against the talent that we have. Maybe a Pitbull's another one of those guys that fits in the Brian Ortega and Josh Emmett situation on his way out, more so than on his way up.
Yeah.
And look at all these killers.
I,
You got a bunch of them.
so, about the future for Josh Emmett.
Hmm.
Is there a future for Josh Emmett in the UFC to some capacity?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, as a fighter, anytime that you're ranked, fight it out until you're unranked. You know what I mean? I mean, to be ranked in the UFC, that's a big deal. That's not to get to the top 15 is no joke.
Yeah, and you're seeing the decline. You've hit your peak.
Yeah.
So right now, it really comes down to your health, what you want to preserve. Do you feel like you're good enough to at least get some wins in there and make the money that you can? But obviously, there's not going to be any type of run or anything like that.
No,
you've done what you could.
Right.
and-
That's probably the biggest fight that he'll get
Yeah.
going forward. After being dropped from that, I think really there's really nobody else that he really deserves to fight, actually, in the top 10.
I was just going to say this because I just see this. His birthday is one day exactly after mine.
Oh, no joke.
It's the 8th. Look at that.
It sure is.
It's crazy. Yeah. Look out for Kevin. He's coming.
Yeah, Kevin's tough.
Let's go on to the next one. The co-main event.
Love this fight.
This was actually a really, really good fight.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Amanda Lemos, Gillian Robertson. How many people want to take this fight against Robertson?
No, they don't. They know what they're in for.
Yes.
The relentlessness.
Right.
And I think this fight can be summed up pretty much in power over technique. Technique over power.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what that was. Robinson has beautiful technique, and she was able to control the game.
Yeah.
Amanda, I really like her. Her striking is real good, but she could not stop that takedown. She did real well in the scrambles. She stopped herself from being submitted.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have the level of jiu-jitsu that she needs to be able to compete against somebody like Julian.
Yeah. Agreed. She looked very strong in there. I mean, she was, and that's what was really helping her in the first round. She easily took that one. But after the second, she was taken down. Had like 4-minute control time.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all she wrote from there.
It's tough. I mean, she had a lot of scrambles, and she wasn't able to get off pretty much any of her game. Early on, she had a couple nice strikes. But Julian, she's on her way up, man. I think that's 5 straight for her. Might even be 6.
That's 5.
Yeah, and so she deserves, and it's a good matchup. If you want to give her a title shot, they're fighting perfectly in the right situation.
Exactly.
Against another jiu-jitsu artist. You know what I mean?
Which is a
Mackenzie.
wonderful matchup.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I would too. So I think she deserves it. I think she has enough fights in a row to put her, and she's been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's another one of those fighters that have had a resurgence in their career.
Right.
You know? So I'm going for her. I'm rooting for her. When she fights Mackenzie, it's a different thing. But, I definitely would love to see Roberts get her title shot.
Indeed. Do they have a fight lined up for Dern yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
So it might be a good one.
But then again, Wei Lee's coming back, so she's probably going to have to go back and try to
Yeah, she'll come up in the
get
mix.
what's hers.
I'm sure.
Lemos now. This is, I believe, 2 straight losses for her. She's right on the edge of the top 10, probably going to move to around 8, if they switch spots.
Right.
What do you see for her?
She's a contender. She's one of those ladies that can make adjustments. I know she's a little older, I think. I think she's in her 30s. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about how old she is, but the fact that she has the ability probably to grow still. I think she has that skill. She has a lot of strength. She has great technique on her stand-up. She just has to work more on her ground game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't learn it overnight, man.
Right.
Especially against high level people. We've seen. We'll talk about that later.
Also, what should be noted is that Lemos did beat Mackenzie Dern
early on. Yeah.
Right. And Robertson beat Lemos.
Yeah, it's
easy.
Interesting.
No, I wouldn't say easy, but
yeah,
something to think about. But next we have Touchy Feely.
Yes.
This was a tough one.
It was.
Another scenario, veteran,
Yeah.
young cat coming in, someone who watched him growing up.
Right.
We've been hearing that, I feel like,
A lot.
lately a lot. Break down.
Okay, so I think Andre Feely fought a beautiful fight. I think the third round was the fact that Jose was able to land more strikes in the third round, because that's what it came down to. It was 1-1 going into the third.
Yeah.
And I think that it was a very close fight towards the end. I don't know. Some people might even gave it to Andre, but I think there was just a big difference in the third round striking. I'm not sure if you can pull that up in the third round, but the fact that that he did what he did, Delgado, I thought he fought a good fight too.
And you think he won it?
I do. I think he edged out the third round, especially if you're going 1-1 going into the third. If you gave Feely 2, then obviously not. But I thought it was 1-1 going into the third.
Yeah.
And he just landed more strikes. He just landed more strikes. Even though I thought Feely, man, I would have loved to see him pull it out. And he shows that he has a high level of intelligence in the game. The way he fought that fight, he picked his shots, and I thought he fought a really good fight last night. I thought he did.
Do you think he messed up somewhere, or something he should have done?
Yeah, definitely. If you looked at the 2 takedowns that he got early on, he got them actually late in the rounds, going into the end of the rounds.
To seal him.
In the third round, if he would have went for the takedown, maybe at 2 minutes left in the third round, I think he could have sealed the victory. That's what I thought, because he was lulling to sleep with his strikes, long strikes, stepping out, staying off the center line.
Yeah.
He did a fantastic job with that. But I think if he would have went for the takedown to get the takedown earlier in the third round, he could have sealed that victory. That's how I feel.
Okay, I like that. But also, young little prospect coming into the 145.
Another one.
As well.
Yeah, man, it's another one.
Keep an eye out. He's got some good hands.
Yeah, I like Delgado. I think he was surprised too. I think that he thought he was actually going to be able to walk through Feely. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I do. I think he thought he was surprised. I think so. Moving on down the line. Interesting, right? This one.
Oh, very interesting. This one right here was a banger.
Yes, that was.
That's what this was, man. Probably my fight of the night. I mean,
yeah, it could be my fight of the night too.
Yeah.
I think it was another one of those situations where Mr. Morocco was a little bit surprised by Harry Hardwick.
Yeah, by his head.
Yeah, his ability to take so many strikes. I mean, Harry fought a good fight, got his jaw broke, still came out. Dude, guys like him, it's really tough. I know they work super hard in the gym, but they just don't have that athleticism that you kind of need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like a damage kind of guy who can strike, damage. That can strike better. I don't want to criticize this game. Harry fought a hell of a fight. Yeah. I think he really surprised Marwan. And it's unfortunate he got clocked pretty good.
Right. Clocked. Multiple. Thing about Hiki, man, when he throws, he gives it all. Like,
yes,
he's ready to knock him out. And I'm surprised he didn't even gas out. He kept throwing these combos. Wow, nasty hooks. Like 4-piece combos. And Hardwick just was eating them.
He was eating them. He sure was.
Eating them.
He sure ate it. All right.
He ain't eating no more for a while.
No, you're gonna be sick on that.
Hanging. It was just dangling on the bottom. Couldn't even close it.
Tough guy though. Tough fight.
Yeah, and he tagged him too. A couple times.
No, yeah. You got to give him his credit. He fought well. I mean, he really did. I think he was just outclassed in the sense that better athleticism in the same kind of striking situation.
Yes, exactly. Edged him out in that department. Which brings us to the first fight on the main card. No, this wasn't actually the first fight. But second fight.
Yeah.
Another guy who's been in the game for a while. Kutalava.
Mm-hmm.
Against the young guy.
Kutalava's on a run right now. I think he won 3 out of 4. His last 3 out of 4. He looks pretty good. The reason why I think he looks so good right now is the fact that he's been using his base, which is sambo in wrestling.
Right.
See, it's a level to the game, right? There's always levels to this game, and you could tell he was not a fish out of water, but he's new to this game.
Yeah,
he's new, and he didn't know what to do on the ground, and he was putting himself in these situations. And I just think this is just a difference of experience.
Right. Yeah, I mean, made it light work. Took him to the ground, and it was just easy.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
The Sambo background showed, experience showed. Omar Sy, now he's a guy a lot of people have an eye on. Athletically gifted, raw, very high ceiling,
Yes.
potential wise. What do you think he still has a very bright future? Like,
No, I definitely do. I mean, it's a 205. Look how big that guy is. He's huge, man. I think if he worked the ground game a little bit more, learned some of these escapes, how to protect himself better in situations that he was in. I mean, there's a common mistake that is made a lot of times. You don't get up with all fours when he's on your back.
Seeing that.
Yeah, we see it too much. But it's something that he'll learn along the way. I think he'll get better, and I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I think so too, man. These losses are good for your career.
Yeah,
learn from them.
Definitely.
Now, well, the flyweights, the little guys.
Charles Johnson and Bruno Silva.
I mean, what can you say about this? The result is, to say the least, questionable. Very, very questionable. Like, I thought it was in the bag. Like, I was going to just walk away because I know Bruno had it, but whoa, someone gave 30-27 to Charles Johnson.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I don't think Charles fought his actual fight that he usually fights. I thought he wasn't aggressive enough.
No.
You know, and he let himself stay on the back foot most of the fight, get put in the clinch situation.
Pressure the entire fight, push to the fence. Couldn't use his range.
No, he couldn't. And that's what I was wondering about. Like a lot of times when shorter fighters press longer fighters and you can't get off that long strike, you need to start using elbows. There's no sense in trying to throw the long strike when you can just step in with the elbow. And that's what Charles Johnson, I don't understand why he didn't do it. There's so many situations where he could have landed, instead of throwing the long straight, he could have landed the straight elbow right to the face and changed the whole complexion of this game.
Right.
I don't think he fought his fight. I just don't. I don't think he won the fight either.
No, definitely did not. So, I don't know how they made that happen.
I don't either. I really don't. I don't think he won the fight. But, you know, like I said, I like Charles. He's a good fighter. He was on a little streak for a little while. He knocked out some pretty big names in that division. But I don't think he won this fight. And I don't think he fought his normal fight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say about it, right? There's really not a lot.
I thought it was pretty clear cut, but I think we can go over some of these prelims, some notable events that took
transpired, right?
Yes, Orobay from Kyrgyzstan against Chris Curtis. Now, this fight was just a what do you call it? Ass whooping?
No,
can you even call it an ass whooping?
You can't, because he Curtis left without any injuries.
No injuries
whatsoever.
So much.
Yeah, this is a very disappointing fight for Curtis, because I know Curtis is a really good fighter.
Yeah.
And to be held from the behind the whole time and a waist lock and not able to perform any damage on Curtis at all. These are the kind of fights that people don't want to see. And as a career going forward, people like him, he's got to change his style, man, because people will not want to watch that. And you're not going to get big name fights and you fight that way.
And in this new era, Dana will cut you after wins like this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
As dominant as they may seem.
Right.
The problem is we preach this purity of the sport. Like, we want the best against the best. Like, if you win, no matter how, you're the winner. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to fight.
Well, people want to see you.
Right.
That's the key. People want to be able to see you. You can't sell tickets because of your style. Yeah. Then the UFC doesn't need you.
Exactly.
So that's the thing that he has to keep in mind.
Yeah.
You know, great performance for him. I mean,
if you think about it, if you're able to hold somebody down for so long the entire fight, I'm pretty sure you're able to do a little more. Like, risk a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just throw a little bit, go for a submission. But do we have any? Let's look at these numbers real quick. Let's look at these stats. 0 submission attempts. Okay. 19 takedowns. Okay.
Yeah.
That was insane. Almost passed Khabib's record.
Very close. Very close.
83 strikes. Okay, it's more than I thought, but there was some measly strikes.
Exactly.
Significant through 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it was booty, man. I mean, I hated the fact that I had to watch Curtis go through that. Like you went through a whole training camp, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, working your ass off, and somebody holds you from behind the entire fight.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. The fact that he won by using his style, that's fantastic. And winning fights is the objective of the whole thing. But this is a business of entertainment.
Yeah.
If you want to sell yourself as a fighter, you cannot fight that style. You won't be able to.
Would you, as an owner, go up to Autobot and be like, yo, let me tell you something. You won. All right. But next time, if you don't show me a little more.
How do you have that conversation?
How do you?
Because you won. You dominated. You didn't just win. You dominated. So how do you have that conversation?
Say, listen, this is an entertainment sport. We need to give the fans what they want to some extent. We need a little more action from you.
Well, let's make it a mixed martial arts fight, because that's what I want to see. I want to see all fashions of the sport.
Yeah.
I want to see takedowns, clinches. I want to see striking. I want to see jujitsu. I want to see wrestling. I want to see it all. I want to see everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to see one person holding another person down, not even trying to get the finish.
Yeah. Not even trying.
So that shows me
intent was just here, hold him the entire.
So either
that's ugly.
Yeah, I don't want to say anybody's scared. Obviously, you're not, but just the fact that you got to face a striker.
Yeah.
But damn, man, if you're not trying to finish the fight, what are you doing? What are you doing? So that's my critique of that fight. I feel bad for Curtis on that one. I really do, because I think Curtis would have pieced him up on the feet.
Right.
Even in sprawl situations where he was able to get to a sprawl somehow, we have to give credit to the fact that he was able to nullify all of that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he can be a problem, you know. It's just you got to see a little more and try to go for a finish and risk a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is what 170. Yeah. The problem with that is I don't even think he speaks English, does he? So you ain't going to be able to sell yourself in any way.
Yeah. You got to. Yeah.
You got to learn. You got to do one of the two.
That's a tough one.
Let's see. What else do we want to cover here?
I would like to cover Brad Tavares and your boy, Eric Anders. And the reason why, it's not the fact that it was a great fight. It was a good fight. But the fact that Eric retired and he put in 20 fights in the UFC. Never thought he was that skilled of a fighter. Very strong. His wrestling got better over time. His strength in the fight game is the clinch. He works strong in the clinch. And that's where he was able to do his most damage against Tavares. I just wanted to give him a little shout out for his time that he spent in the UFC. And that, I have much respect for him. And I know it's really hard for an athlete to retire from a sport that they love.
Right.
So I just want to give him a little shout out.
Heck yeah. Your boy is one of the guys who I've never been a fan of. I'll be honest. I was never a guy who saw him on the card and said, oh, let's go. We got Eric. But I do have a lot of respect for him because he's a dude who is always willing to fight. You can throw him in on any card. He's always going to be there.
Right.
And he's reliable. And those are very, very important for the sport. So to that, I mean, nothing but respect. He had a long career and ends it on the win against a dude like Brad.
Yeah, that's not easy.
He's a true vet, too.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Respect, man.
Yeah, for real. Definitely. So.
And then I believe we do have to cover this young prospect right here from down the road.
Yes, Elijah's from the same area we are from.
Yes.
Mad respect to him, man. This kid is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He showed us last night that he can handle dangerous situations on the ground, get out, get on top, and get the win.
Yeah. Super, super impressive, man. Athletic. All around, can do it all, and got him at a super nasty rear naked choke.
Yeah, it was.
What do you do?
You exactly went on all fours again. The same thing, like you don't do, man. You don't do that when somebody's on your back. Like you learned a lesson quickly. You learned a lesson quickly,
quick, fast, in a hurry,
right? Yeah, I like Elijah. I remember watching his father in The Ultimate Fighter years ago, and I'm glad Elijah took his path. And he is definitely somebody I'm going to be watching.
And 135, look out, man.
Yes.
Because he is a problem. Now, moving on to old school, new school news.
Yeah. We talked about the White House card last week, how people are disappointed in it. And I know there's a lot of updates of a lot of new fights coming up.
Yeah.
So what do you have to cover first?
You know what? Let's stick with the White House because I was hearing that Bo Nickel is still trying to make this fight with Kobe Covington happen. Even though it's already said the fight card has been made, he's saying like, "Yo, let's protest, Kobe, and we could still get you on the card since you want to be on the card so bad."
I would love that fight. I would love that fight.
Yeah.
I just see. So I'm not a big fan of Kobe Covington.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say about him is he's always been that MAGA guy. He's always been behind Trump. He's always
Like,
been.
this is his card.
You know what I mean? Like everything. He's even wore the top hat and the whole thing. Like why wouldn't you let him on the White House card?
Yeah.
Like I don't get that. Like he is like that's an American kid. Like that's an
Right.
American white boy right there.
Right.
So fighting another one if you give him the fight with Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
Which I don't care if it's them two, but I would love to see Kobe on the card.
For sure, man.
No doubt.
You would relish in that moment, but I don't know. It's gotta be awkward for Kyle just sitting there like,
Yeah, for being out and then coming back, getting a win, and then being put on the UFC, the White House card. I know it's not his fault. I mean, but
it's just interesting.
people,
Let's
people
just
don't
say it's interesting.
people aren't happy about that.
So we have some accusations. Ilya Topuria saying that Islam Makhachev is ducking him. Well, Islam is saying that Ilya is ducking him. Who's ducking who?
I don't think either one of them are ducking either one of them. I think both of them would fight each other. I think it's just a back and forth right now. Ilya has business with Gaethje.
He does.
And it's not going to be as easy as he may think. So I would worry about that. I would worry about that right now. Instead of going back and forth with Makhachev. And I think that fight might happen. I don't know, but I know that Makhachev ain't going back down to 155.
Nah, it's going to have to be at 170 if anything.
So I don't know. I can't wait.
All we can do is sit, hope, pray that it happens.
Yeah, it would be nice to see. But for me, the most interesting fight for the entire month is coming up next weekend. You know who that is.
Oh, the entire month.
The entire month. I'm not going to say the year.
I thought you were about to say year. You was hyping it up yesterday.
I was hyped, man. I want to see that fight. How many times do you think, like, be real, how many times have we been able to see a 2 and 3 go against each other? 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 3.
Yes.
We don't see it.
Nah. So we got to be seeing these way more often. Like, these are contendership fights. The winner between the top 3 dudes, this is what you want.
Oh, my goodness. Now we weed out the best of the best, and that's what we're doing here. We got both people with goose eggs.
Right.
Neither one of them got losses.
Insane. That's also so rare. So you got 2 dudes in the top 3, both undefeated. Even though I think both of them already should have had their shot at the title.
True. But it makes it even better now.
Yeah.
It makes it even better.
Makes it better.
It really does, man.
Really, really good, interesting matchup between the two.
But see, in the same token, right? You have somebody like Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Who just fought Josh. He won 5 straight, right?
Yes.
So that's 5 straight. We know that Murphy and Movsar has won more than 5 straight.
Yes.
And neither one of them will get a title shot, but I guarantee he'll be up there pretty soon.
Yeah.
Without having to go through that same road.
Right.
So I'm just happy for that fight. I cannot wait to see.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a little discussion about it yesterday, and I think it will come down. We know England doesn't have wrestling in the manner that Russia has wrestling.
Right.
We don't know if that was going to be the difference in this fight.
Yeah.
We know Murphy can
Most
wrestle.
people will probably lean to or believe, which I do too. I subscribe to that. The thing is, I don't think Lerone has faced anybody even close to Movsar's style or just his dominance in that style.
Right.
Movsar is top of the class.
Yeah, he's top tier.
Top tier. And I think his wrestling is just gonna be just too much.
I think Lerone is right there too. I do. I think Lerone has the ability to defeat this guy.
Oh, for sure.
And I think he actually will. I really do. I'm a Murphy fan, man. I like the guy. He's humble. He's hardworking. He's very, very skilled.
Yeah.
The knockout against Pico might have been one of those situations like we don't know what that fight would have turned out to be if it wasn't spinning back elbow. Pico's a high-level fighter.
Yeah.
Super high level.
And he should have got the shot after that.
Yeah,
I
so
talked about that.
but it's okay because now you're weeding the best of the best out in that division, and only the 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be the best in that division. Period. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I'm cool with it. And then you have this young man who performed last night in the same division coming up.
145 is looking nasty. Nothing but great fights for this year and the years to come.
Yeah, I think so.
So Vallejos, his opponent was supposed to be Manuel Torres, but he withdrew because of some kind of injury during camp. So this is on the card with what card is that? What's the next big UFC?
Murphy didn't know the next big card.
No, the championship fight.
Oh, actual
Holberg
fight.
Yuri card.
That's right. Is that what card they're on?
Yeah, that's a card they were on. I think they're still looking for an opponent. Dariush wants a guy like Patty.
Oh,
How do you feel about that one?
I like it. I like it.
So his last fight was against Santini, I think, right? The 16-second knockout.
Yeah, I
Tough one.
like it.
Yeah, get him in there. But it's probably too soon for Patty after that beat. I've seen his face. It was pretty messed up.
It was
to
pretty
maybe
messed up.
recover a little more.
It was
if we
pretty
get
messed
up
up.
in training. We also have a lot of these hype, what they call grappling matches now that we're seeing with all our fighters that they're doing
RAF.
while they're waiting on their fights, which is dope.
I like it.
Armin, every time I look, he's doing some other thing. This dude is staying busy.
Yes,
he's hungry.
he is.
He's hungry for competition, and I cannot wait to see him back in the octagon again.
Yeah.
But they matched him up against Muhammad Makayev. Now we know this guy. He was once in the UFC, undefeated, nasty guy, 135.
135.
Yes, but got released because of
Some antics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, got choked out.
Different level.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
Armin too big, too strong.
Yeah.
Outclassed. But Makayev, man, I don't think I've ever talked to you about him.
No.
Well, do you think we should get him back, or what are your feelings towards him?
I think it was just a lot of tension between him and Macabre in that night and leading up to the fight. And everybody makes mistakes, man. He's a high level fighter that I'd like to see in the UFC.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to see the guy fight in the UFC, but I mean, you gotta be a little more humble, man.
Yeah.
So, you know how it's a business, man. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? If you cross the wrong person, you're not coming back. So that's what it comes down
for
to.
dang sure. And the wrong person is Dana.
Yeah. We also have, which I usually would not bring up, but the fact that they are considered to be, in their own right, Hall of Famers, and that would be Ronda Rousey facing off against Gina. Not really too interested in the fight. I used to watch Gina back in the day in Strikeforce. Much better fighter than Ronda on the stand-up. Yeah, I'm not 100% into the fight. The fact that they're still going and that they have a platform to do it, I like, but that's kind of leading up to something else.
Honestly, it just seems like Ronda's using this platform to just shit on Dana. Every time I look in the news, there's always like, oh, call Dana out for this and that,
But she also did say that Dana doesn't run the company anymore, so the decisions aren't his in the end. So
because he's running like 3 different organizations now. And my man's busy.
He's busy,
and you can't be 2 feet in just one thing when you have all this going on. Which is why we've probably seen a lot of these things that we complain about a lot.
True.
Yeah.
But then again, like on the other side of that, you have fighters like who I wanted to talk about was Jon Jones asking for a release from the UFC. I think he was very disappointed. I wanted him on the White House card very badly. I think that people.
Who does it? He has to go. How are you not going to have to go on the White House card?
And the fact that Jon Jones turned the fight down against Tom Aspinall, to me, I was 100% behind John's decision. Who's this guy? You guys did this to Demetrius Johnson too. You guys, I just hate the way that the UFC operated in that manner because Jon Jones has proved that he's destroyed everybody that he faced. You bring Tom out like he's this savior. You know what I mean? And John's like, I don't give a fuck about him. I don't care. And I understood exactly what he meant by that. He should be able to pick and choose who the fuck he wants to fight. That's how I've seen it. After all that he has done, I know some people disagree with that, but I don't. I don't know. I don't think that Tom has done enough to say, oh man, this guy's the shit, to compare him to Jon Jones. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see it, man. I know the dude is nice. I mean, Tom ain't no joke. I don't want to take anything away from him.
Yeah, but I halfway disagree.
That's fine. I like that. Go ahead.
Only thing is that I feel like so the thing is, I don't like there being any type of privilege to a point where you can almost patent stats. So because of what you've done, you get to just pick and choose who you get to fight.
No,
you get to fight the biggest top contender because you are the champion, and we're going to make the biggest fight that's possible.
Okay.
So I don't feel like fighters, sure, they get to have a say, but at some point, like this is the only thing that makes sense. We shouldn't have to derail or detour somebody else's career because the dude on top wants to not fight you because of whatever reason, because he's not good enough to beat you, but
I get your point.
you can still You could just beat.
I get your point, but here's the deal. This is where my argument comes from. Jon Jones was the undisputed champion.
Yeah.
Got injured. Didn't take away his championship. Didn't take the fact away that he was undisputed. You have a interim belt. Somebody becomes an interim champion. Doesn't make him the champion. That means we still have a undisputed champion. If we have an undisputed champion, how can we have a what?
A what?
What is that belt called?
Well, no, there's an interim champion.
Interim champion.
Yes.
So there's two champions. So that we have an interim champion and undisputed. You can't have an undisputed champion and an interim champion. It can't exist.
Well, yes, while he's inactive.
It can't exist. When the champion comes back,
he's a fill-in.
Nah, the way I look at it is this. When the champion comes back, you cannot use the word undisputed then. Because if he's undisputed, you can't have somebody else holding a mirror title.
Yeah.
That's an argument.
Yeah, but that's how the UFC does it always. Everybody in every division.
I just didn't see. I don't see
a
how.
special occasion for Jon Jones. There's always this interim. At the end of the day, they don't look too deep into it because it's all about selling it. So if you have two belts, that's better than just one belt. So if you have somebody with a undisputed and in the room while he was gone,
interim means nothing when you're undisputed.
They don't look at it like that. It's two belts. It's the face. It's look, we got. Who doesn't want to see two belts going up against each other?
I agree with that. I agree with that. I do understand where you're coming from, man. I do. I understand. I wish the fight would have happened. I wish he would have took it. And I think that after not taking the fight, he became in bad favor with the UFC.
Yeah.
But Jon Jones is able to do what Francis Ngannou's done and go out there and get big fights right now. He can go out there and get Francis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And make him a $30 million paycheck and walk away from the sport.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. That's what I'm looking for him to do. If the UFC doesn't want to pay you for all the work that you've done over the years, then go ahead, man. Step away, fight somebody. And Jake Paul's, you know how I hate about that shit, but fight somebody in Jake Paul's shit, fight an Ngannou, get your $30 million.
Money,
and then
off to the sunset.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And everybody will be talking about who is the best motherfucker of all time.
Yeah.
Always.
That's the fight to make. I mean, listen, you have built this, UFC has helped you build this platform, but you have become your own thing. You're out there. You have your own gravitational pull.
Yeah.
You know, you're that big.
That's Ngannou.
You know, you're a star. So you can do whatever you want. You really don't need the UFC at this point.
No.
But as much as I would love to see it.
Me too. It's unfortunate.
Love to see it.
It's unfortunate, man, when you get these arguments about pay and stuff. You know, I don't want these $50 million payouts either, but I want these fighters with these big names. Yeah. I want them to get paid, you know. I really do.
I 100% agree.
So I just had to bring up the Jon Jones. That was a big thing for me. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
That fight was good.
Before we go on to the next card, I did want to say they did announce Aljamain Sterling against Youssef Zalal.
I do love that.
Wonderful matchup. Now, this was after Aljamain was calling out the division for nobody wanting to do any fights. Everyone's holding, trying to like get their best spot or whatever.
Right.
And here comes Zalal.
And Zalal is nice.
Moroccan cat.
Yeah, most Moroccans. I mean, got a lot of good kickboxers in Morocco.
Yeah.
Aljamain, that's my boy. So I don't bet against him. I think if Aljamain is able to fight his game, he'll win the fight. I think there's still levels to the game, and I think Aljamain is still at that level.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that.
I do too, for sure. Zalal, I'll just say this: don't let him get you back.
Yeah.
Okay, because you know what happens when he gets you back. It's over.
It's over.
But Zalal, his chances. What do you think?
Oh, he definitely. Yeah. This could be a pick'em fight. It could be a pick'em
Would
fight.
you say winner gets next for the belt? Next bid? Yes. Yeah, let me pull up real fast.
The 145ers. That's a tough one.
Because we just looked at it. We know how deep it is.
Yeah.
But here we have Zalal, and that's 5 and 7 right here. So we got Movsar, Lerone Murphy. Obviously, winner gets the belt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Aljamain Zalal fighting. Whoever wins, they're going to be here in the 5-4 range.
Right.
Well, I have to fight one more to get another chance because I think there needs to be more new faces in the championship fights.
I know, and you said that. I agree with you.
And we'll get into that because
Right.
there's a specific.
But I think there's a score to settle with 2 and 4 with Yair and Diego.
I love that.
I would like to see them two
But
fight.
Diego already has a fight on the White House card. Steve Garcia.
That's right. Oh, that's
Steve
right.
Garcia, number 9.
It's actually a really good
If
matchup.
Garcia were to win this, now he's in the mix. And now you almost have like a 170 situation where it's so top heavy. You know, and it all kind of like a little traffic jam going on.
I love that.
Crazy.
That's what makes a division so good. And then you still have people like Arnold Allen. You know what I mean?
He's 8. That's crazy to say because he's elite.
Yeah, he's elite.
He's 12.
I only see Brian Ortega and Josh the ones going down in the division, and Pitbull.
Yeah, he's probably stagnant. Got David Onama, man. Don't overlook Onama.
Yeah,
he's up there.
You're right. And he's going to need a top 10 opponent, too.
We got to start talking about 145 being one of the deepest divisions.
I think it is. I think that 170 right now is the deepest divisions in the UFC. I don't think there's anything even close. 135 is
right behind. Yeah. Right behind.
And it's funny because if you've been around the UFC for a long time, you'll know that these weight divisions, as far as quality, fluctuates a lot, man.
Always. I love it.
A lot of great fighters.
Because sometimes you have to zoom out and really look at it like, oh my God, the whole landscape of the UFC has changed. These new faces, new names.
Especially when you got to look at something like the 135s and you got Brandon Moreno at number 9 now. Think about that. Think about that.
Insane, man. Like an alternate universe.
It's crazy.
Okay, so we have some fighters that got released. Chris Moutinho. Now, this is the dude, I only remember him from fighting O'Malley on his debut.
Got like crazy.
Oh, he got beat up so bad. He came with the green hair, and he left with green, red hair. He was so bloody.
Yeah.
But he survived the whole 5 rounds.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that.
He got a nice little run, Getting into the UFC alone is an achievement.
It is. It is.
Perspectives,
Right.
Phil Rowe, another guy who I felt like had way more potential.
We talked about Phil a couple of episodes ago about head movement.
Yeah.
Phil was one of those guys that has a ceiling, I thought, as far as the skill was concerned. But there was just a few different things. Maybe change your camp, go back, beat some people up in the not amateur, but in the pros somewhere else.
Yeah.
And maybe get invited back because you're definitely a good fighter.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's got that fighter build,
He does. Nice. Long, rangy, quick.
Yeah.
He's got it all. He just doesn't move his head right.
Yeah. And a couple other ones. Gavin Tucker, Eric Silva, AJ Cunningham. Not really big names or notable.
Right.
But they were cut. Let's see here. What else? Did you have anything that you wanted to cover?
I just want to talk a little bit about what you think about this Ilya Topuria against Justin Gaethje.
Justin Gaethje?
I just wanted to get because you didn't tell me what you thought about that.
So this is a tough one because I like both, and Gaethje's a Colorado boy. But the thing is, Gaethje is going to be too open for Ilya. Ilya, he finds openings every time, and every time he finds an opening, he puts you to sleep.
Okay,
and
you're right.
Take one to get one, take one to give one is like it doesn't work with Ilya. It just don't.
Right.
He has 2 little bombs in his freaking hands.
No doubt.
So I don't know, man. It's really hard for me to see Gaethje winning this one.
Okay, but would you also agree with the fact that Gaethje is able to use different methods of striking, the way he fought against Paddy, right?
Uh-huh.
Like if you look at the way he fought Paddy and then the way he fought Fazib, completely different.
No leg kicks.
It's completely different striking. Completely different.
Yeah.
Watch those 2 fights, and I guarantee they'll come up with a game plan how to strike against him. And Gaethje can do it. Gaethje has that ability, man, and he has that wild ability to just catch you somewhere where you ain't thinking. And it's an up and down. Gaethje's my boy. I love Gaethje. He's my favorite fighter in the 155. He's a Colorado kid. He's a hardworking kid. He's a family kid. I like this guy a lot, and I hope that he takes that championship and brings it home.
I hope so too.
I really do.
But this is a mountain you're gonna have to climb, my friend. This is a tough one. I just don't see it, man. The thing is also about Ilya. I don't even feel like we've seen his full potential.
No, we probably haven't. I
feel like we've only seen like a piece of what he can really do. And now he's coming after this fucking stressful situation. He wants to let out some steam. And he's gonna be letting it out while the fireworks are in the background. saying USA.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That might be the secret weapon right there.
That's a good point. I do want to talk about a little bit about Venom Page. I don't like the way that the UFC is handling Venom Page's career.
Yeah, I seen that fight. What the heck is that? Sam Patterson?
Like, it's almost like they want to set him up for failure. He should be at the top ranking, fighting top ranked fighters, man.
The thing is, nobody wants to fight him.
Well, it doesn't matter. You give him an ultimatum.
Exactly.
You either fight him or you losing your ranking or something.
It just blows my mind that that's even a possibility for fighters to be like, nah, actually, I don't really.
Yeah.
Like at some point, you have to be like, no, he's going to get a fight.
You're going to take his fight, or you're going to be pushed way down the line.
Or you have to, yeah, exactly. Or we'll give you this guy,
Yeah.
like some dude who's not ranked or anything, something like that. You know, like
Venom Page is
push.
so dangerous in the weight division, and he's got to fight 170, 185, 170. Which division is he in? What is he ranked in? 185?
He's getting punished just because he's good and stylish and complicated. Like,
isn't that crazy? Because now you don't want the wrestler like your boy Oban, right? You don't want that guy, and then now you don't want somebody like Michael Page who will embarrass fighters.
Exactly.
He will embarrass them, and we'll see that with Sam. Sam will find out. I just don't like how they don't have respect on Michael Venom Page's name. I really don't like that. I wish that they would give him big name fights to give this guy an opportunity to get to the belt. That's what I want.
Yeah,
but it's a great card.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's a good card, man. I don't like Lane being on the main card.
The co-main.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Really interesting.
Why would that not be the co-main?
It's supposed to be a co-main with somebody ranked at 170. I remember Evo. He's got some good hands. He's about to knock out Lane
for sure.
Delidze and Leroy Duncan. They already got Duncan out here fighting up here.
Man, I know. I mean, things are being mixed up to the point where it looks like they want to give people opportunities to climb ladders.
I'm not a fan of this card. Like this
now
main
that
card,
I see the whole thing, yeah.
But this is a London card, so now that's why you got all these English dudes,
right? And then a European, yeah.
But still, I think he could have done a little better. They got
basically all European card. There's not one American on that card other than right. There's not one American on that card. There is Lane, the only American.
We know what Lane. Let's get it. We got Aswell. Right.
That's it. 2 Americans on the card.
Yeah.
And then you give 2 no-name non-ranked fighters the co-main event. And you got Michael Venom Page right there. Yeah,
make it make sense.
I don't get it, man.
And he's from there, man.
Yeah, and he's from England. Yeah,
make it make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make both of them are.
I just don't get that.
I don't either.
So, I mean, I think we went over it all. Was there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, just to stay tuned for the next episode.
Indeed. You know, next we got Evloev, Lerone Murphy. This is a big fight for the featherweight division because next, the one who wins it gets to fight for the belt. And probably... You don't want to say it, man. I'm a big fan, man.
You know, I'll tell you what, man. I'm so excited for this fight. I am so excited for this fight. I cannot wait to see out of those 2 fighters. Excellent top choices.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment. And we'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah, and just before we leave, I just wanted to say that, we do this because we love the sport of MMA. And it's just really nice to be able to talk about things that you love freely. And there's nothing hidden behind anything here. So we just love the UFC and MMA. That's about it. So have a good evening, guys.
Later. Probably get just guess.
I love it.